questions.
Chris, welcome to UCF. I know you're one of the more recent guys that came over here in the summer. Just kind of first of all, talk about that decision process. I know you came from Chattanooga. You get in the portal, you look at different options. What was it about UCF that made you want to come to Orlando?
I feel like the big thing for me is I want to be somewhere where I was happy. I feel like having a good mindset, good mental state, being happy is essential to being able to perform at your highest level. And I feel like being here in Florida, first of all, I never was in Florida before. I never came out here until I got out here for my visit. So I feel like it was just a place I wanted to be. I've always wanted to live in Florida for a little bit. So I feel like it was just a good opportunity here.
When you look at this team, and then when you got here, you got Scott Frost and Coach Beckton. What maybe, I guess, enticed you to come here with meeting those two?
Yeah, so obviously I did my research on obviously the coaching staff before. Coach Frost had obviously success here previous, and I felt like we could repeat that same success. Obviously we got a lot of work to do, got a lot of work ahead of us, but I felt like Coach Frost and his reputation here before when he was here was definitely enticing for me to come here.
Chris, what does it mean to you to be able to play D4 level football this year, considering your previous college football experience at this point?
Yes, sir. I feel like it's honestly a dream come true. Coming out of high school, I feel like every kid that plays sports always wants to play at the highest level. I obviously didn't have the chance to do that opportunity right out of high school, but I felt like I kept my head down, I kept working, and obviously God's blessed me with this opportunity, so I just got to take advantage of it.
When we see you play, what are we going to see? What's your game like?
Yeah, obviously I just love to play football. I'm gonna do whatever coach needs me to do. Whatever he needs me, that's what I'm gonna do. And I feel like I'm gonna just be here for my teammates, and we're gonna gel together to put out a good product for you guys.
What do you excel at?
I feel like my football IQ. I know where to be. I know where the quarterback wants me to be within the scheme. Obviously, I play fast, and I feel like those are my strengths: my football IQ, my speed.
What's the biggest strides that you've taken since arriving for fall?
Yeah, obviously I had to get into the playbook. Obviously that's like the biggest hurdle when you come into a new school is learning a new offense. I felt like that's the biggest stride I've taken. Just getting with my teammates, my receivers, the coaching staffs, the quarterbacks, get me on the same pace to where it's like fall camp hits, we're all on the same playing field.
Saw you mixing it with the kick returners during the open portion of practice. How long have you been doing that? And I know last year you maybe didn't at Chattanooga, but you did at Stonehill before that. So is it something you missed as well?
Yeah, I did at Stonehill. I feel like I said, whatever the coach needs me to do, I'm gonna do it. I would love to be a kick returner, whatever that looks like. So yeah, he had me coming in as a returner. So I feel like I just gotta keep working. Obviously, Coach Pete does a great job and teaches us the little stuff, just on fielding the football, little stuff like that. Finding open gaps, and I feel like we have a good unit to be able to have success in that unit.
This wide receiver unit is pretty fresh, especially for UCF fans. I mean, what can fans expect to see from this unit going into the season?
Yeah, so like Speedy said, we're fast, like top to bottom, even the younger guys. We got a lot of guys that can fly, so I feel like we just got to get on this, everyone on the same direction. Obviously, we're still all learning. Like you said, it's a new group, so we still got a lot of work ahead of us to do. But I feel like we got a good group of guys as far as personality-wise that can get the job done. So got a lot of work to do.
Speed and fast is one of the kind of monikers of this UCF offense under Scott Frost. How would you describe this offense, and then how do you kind of, I guess, corral that speed or make sure that speed is being used in the right direction?
Exactly. I would describe the offense as like we like to get lined up fast, put the defense in a bind, obviously have them scrambling and stuff so we can catch them off guard with our speed. And as like I said, the players, us being fast helps us do that, attack up open spaces, get playmakers involved in their hands in open field. So I feel like that's really what Coach Frost likes to do with this offense. Like he stresses the little details as far as just getting set fast. So it's like the defense is like getting the calls or whatever, we might be able to catch them off guard sometimes, little stuff like that.
Chris, it seems like this wide receiver group probably has something to prove. A lot of the guys, maybe they haven't played a lot and they want to get playing time. Guys like yourself and DJ Black, they've played, but maybe they played at lower levels.
Yeah.
I mean, just talk about how you guys, want to prove yourselves that you can play, in the Big 12 amongst the best in college football.
Yeah, it's a big chip on our shoulders for sure. Me personally, I don't really look at it like that. I feel like the game of football is always a game of football, regardless of what level you play at. So I really just focusing on what we got to do as a unit. I'm not really too focused on like our opponents yet. We still got fall camp to finish up, but like you said, like we do got a lot to prove. There's not any returning production in our unit right now, but we've all been making plays during this fall camp, so it's exciting, especially the younger guys. Like that's really what I've noticed the difference in as far as levels. The younger guys are really ready to play. I feel like, especially here. So it's just gonna be fun to see what we're able to do once the season starts.
It's gonna be a lot different type of environments, though. Like, what's Stonehill like? What's the Stonehill home game like? What are some of the places you go? Like, that's gonna be a lot different than going to places in the Big 12.
Yeah, really the biggest game I played in was Tennessee when I went out there in Knoxville. But to be honest, to me, it wasn't really much of a difference as far as like, yeah, the crowd's there, but I feel like I've always been a pretty level-headed kid. Just being able to execute my job, being where my feet at. So I feel like it's really no difference as far as that. Obviously, there's going to be better talent we're playing against, but I'm a competitive guy. We got competitive guys in our group, so I feel like it's not really going to be too much of an adjustment.
You mentioned there's a lot to learn. What are you learning from Coach Beckton?
Yeah, Coach Beckton, he really stresses on little details. I feel like he's really he holds us to a high standard of play, and I feel like regardless of how well or how poorly we're playing, he always comes in with the same attitude, and he expects a lot from us. And like obviously he had a really good career here, so he likes to say like he likes playing through us. Like he likes seeing us make plays, and that gives him joy and stuff. So we just all really want to excel, just for him. I feel like.
And you mentioned little things. How do you evaluate yourself as a blocker?
Yeah, I feel like right now, again, that's an area I'm really taking strides in. In the past, I wasn't really straining as much as I should have been, like on some plays. But I feel like right now in this offense, Coach Frost really harps on being able to drive through blocks, finish blocks downfield. So I feel like that's really an area I've taken strides in. That's really an area I wanted to improve in coming into camp.
Chris, we just spoke with Dwayne Thomas, who's also a part of that return group along with you and Jake Nixon. Just what's it like working with these returners, and what could we see out of that group for this season?
Yes, sir. I feel like we're all really explosive. We all run like a little differently. Those guys are a little bit more twist up than I am. Probably I'm more of a long strider, long runner. But I feel like we all bring a little bit something different to the table. But I feel like we can all get the job done at the same time. We all got speed, and I feel like it's going to be fun to see that unit.
Do you consider yourself more of a kick returner or punt returner, a bit of both?
A bit of both. Yeah, a bit of both.
You mentioned that you're willing to do anything for Coach Ross, for the team. Is there a role or a spot in the formation where you starting to feel a bit more comfortable or feel a bit more at home so far?
Not really, to be honest. They had me learning all the positions. That's coming in. That's where they had me at, so I could fill in as needed. So I feel like I really just want to be able to help the team wherever they see fit, whether it's in the slot or outside, in the backfield if they need me to, whatever they need me to do, I'm gonna do.
You mentioned wanting to fit in anywhere. Obviously, you arrived for fall camp. Do you feel like you've done enough in this short amount of time to earn solid playing time come game day?
I feel like I've worked hard. I've made plays where needed. Obviously, I got some stuff I need to work on, but that's not for me to decide. It's up to the coaching staff. But I feel like as a group, to be honest, we got a lot of players. So whoever plays in that role, I'm gonna be there to support them wherever they may be.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.